Hey, Sage.
Hey, Dani.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Wow. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, we are. What is this? Mini-sode number?
Deadly Detour.
Oh my god.
Deadly Detour number.
Trez.
Yes.
Trez. 3.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Episode number 7. Wild.
Yeah. Wow. We are like. I was gonna say we're over halfway through.
Wow.
Thanks for sticking with us, guys. Mm-hmm. Happy serial killer.
Yeah.
Season. So. I had a little burp too. You got yours out and it was my turn. So, welcome to the podcast, everybody. We're your hosts and we're your hags. Thank you. Or Sons of the Hags. Yeah, today, what are we doing for our Deadly Detour today?
We are going to be giving you some Saw traps that we think we could get out of if we were in Saw.
In a perfect world.
Yes. I don't know how big of a trend this was on TikTok and Reddit.
But it definitely existed.
But it definitely exists, and the videos are pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
But the person I saw, their TikTok is non-binary nu metal. So that was the one that kicked this off, and I was like, this is fucking hilarious. We need to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because their videos were, like, I was, like, pissing myself laughing going through all of them. And I think they have, like, 28 parts. Like,
holy!
yeah,
oh
I
my
know,
goodness,
I know.
that is commitment.
I know.
They're really going through every single one.
Yeah, Nico and I were going through them today, and, like, just, like, on their page, and we were like, oh my god. the first one that I saw was, like, part, like, 5 or something.
Jesus.
I like opened up their page and I was like, Jesus Christ.
This is not a
28
one-off.
parts. No.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you guys. This is a hard episode for me. I am not into the torture, porn, movies, Human Centipede makes me want to die, Saw makes me want to die. So this is gonna be fun, but just, I don't think I would have the stomach to make 28 of these. I think I would literally vom.
I love Saw. I also love Human Centipede. I remember the first time I watched it, I was at my mom's house and I was like eating dinner. And she like came in. Yeah, and she was like, firstly, what the fuck are you watching? Secondly, how are you eating dinner while you're watching this? I'm just chilling.
If you guys have never seen particularly Human Centipede, make sure you have a strong stomach. It's rough. So, I'm not, this is not about Human Centipede. Just know that
the name of the movie is pretty
self-explanatory. And didn't you also, Tusk.
Oh yeah, Tusk too. That movie made me laugh. Holy shit.
Oh my god. I haven't seen it. But I've seen pictures, and that's all I need to see. I don't need to see anything else. It's awful, awful, awful.
Do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, sure. I can do that. So, I guess I'm going to start with maybe the necktie trap.
Okay.
So, I'm so sorry, everyone. I have such a weak stomach with this. Know that I love you and know that I think this is going to be fun. But I had to go for, like, the least gruesome ones. Because I just couldn't. So basically what this one is 5, I think it was 5 people. A bunch of people wake up and they all have leather collars padlocked around their necks. Mm-hmm. And attached to that is a wire. Like, those really strong wires that you can't break. And so that is all connected into this pulley system. And behind them is like a V-shaped razor. So basically, when they all wake up and figure out what's going on, and the TV turns on, and they see the Jig-Saw's telling them what the haps is. Basically, they have 15 minutes to reach across, because across from them, quite far, I would say like at least like 6 or 7 feet away from them, is these glass cases. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Is these glass cases with a key inside of them. So what they have to do is they have to walk across, break the glass, get the key out, and then they have to use the key because it unhooks the padlock, and then they're out of the trap. And they have 15 minutes to do this. But there's a few kickers, as there always are. Basically, you have 15 minutes to start. But as soon as the first person goes for the, gets their key, breaks the glass, gets their key, a 60-second timer starts.
Ooh.
So then you only have 60 seconds for everyone, all 5 of them, to get their keys, undo their padlock, and get out of there. And then another kicker is that anytime you move, everyone's cables are connected. Mm-hmm. So the farther up you move, the farther back everyone else moves. So the idea is that they all have to work together to kind of make sure that one person isn't getting decapitated because no one else wants to move back, and they have to go up one at a time. Mm-hmm. And that's the trap. So basically, in the movie, everyone except for one girl makes it. Everyone gets their collar off, except for the one girl, because there was this one guy in there who was total asshole and was freaking out and fucking ninja kicked his goddamn thing across the room for some reason. Everyone else is putting their hand in their sleeve and breaking the glass and taking it out, and he literally fucking flying kicks it.
Oh my God.
And the key goes halfway across the room, so they didn't have time to for her to go.
Way to go, sir.
Yeah,
was he a frat boy looking guy? Was his name
No,
Kyle?
No, he was not a Kyle.
No.
But he looked pretty skeezy, like one of those guys who pull, you're walking down Granville Street and he comes up to you and opens his jacket and he's like,
No.
"Want to buy a watch?"
No.
One of those.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, that's the trap. And I think what we're doing, we're saying how we'd escape them, right? So basically, honestly, and I'm sorry to say it, but at that point, I would probably make sure I'm the first person to go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, fuck all of you guys. I'm not gonna be a dick and run and let someone die, but I'm going first. Absolutely, no doubt in my mind. I do not care. It's me first, and yeah, that's a pretty easy one to escape. So honestly, nothing too fancy. No ninja moves. No, I'm not gonna kick it across the room because I'm not a fool. But I'm going first.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's how I would get out.
Nice.
Just me first, everyone.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
All right. My first one is the shotgun collar.
Ooh.
So the shotgun collar, you can find it in Saw 3, 4, 5, 6, and Saw 3D. So it's
Wait. Did you just say Saw 3D?
Yes, there's a 3D version of Saw.
I didn't even know that existed. Yep. I want to die.
So it's also referred to as the collar of guns or the bomb collar. So basically, the collar is a removable collar, which can easily be put around the victim's neck. There are 5 shotgun shells placed around the collar, aiming directly at the victim's head. Each of these shells has its own trigger, which has to be activated individually. The collar was attuned to some kind of signal. If the signal is lost, for example, if the test subject is moved out of range, the collar would be activated and cause it to blow off the victim's head. So some of the people that this happened to was Lynn Denlon. She did not pass. And David Tapp. He passed, but he died later from something else.
Them's the breaks.
Yeah. So Tapp, how he escaped was he learned that his collar would be activated once he got too close to his other victims in the asylum, who had the same kind of collar.
How did you find that out?
Because it starts to...
Does it start loading and stuff?
Yeah, it starts to send a signal. Yeah.
That's so scary.
So his only way to survive is either to kill them or to keep distance between himself and the other victims. Mm-hmm. He would eventually witness the function of the collars once again, and a man attacks him and attempts to obtain the key from inside Tapp's body because the key is in the other guy's body. So Tapp quickly locked himself in another room, and the attacker was locked out, and he booked it out of there. So after he was out of range, the second man's collar detonated. So my strategy with this would be...
I'm ready.
I'm just really good at fucking avoiding everything. any given time in my life.
Yes.
I think that's what would get me through this. I played Fortnite like 3 times. I made it to first place solely by hiding the entire time, not killing a single person, and having the last 2 people kill themselves.
I remember this.
So I think I could do it. I truly do. I just think, just avoid everyone.
Forever.
I'll be fine. I'll just find a nice safe room and lock myself in there.
Honestly, that's fair.
Stay away from everybody.
Survival through conflict avoidance.
Yes. That's how I think I would escape that one. Just be the last one standing, which I think I'm pretty good at. Not good at fighting, but...
Yeah, when it comes to physical blows, maybe not.
No.
But all the way up to that, it's your game.
Yes, exactly. The hiding, the being quiet, I'm good at all that.
Totally fair. All right, so my next one... so I don't even know what this one is called. I'm going from the Saw fandom site, and they called it the Shit Room Trap.
Oh.
So this one, I feel like this is, I don't know if it's maybe just me, but I feel like this is the one that, like, when I think of, like, Saw traps, this one kind of is the first one that pops into my mind. Yeah, this is one that, for me, I feel like is kind of, like, something that comes to mind whenever I first think of, like, Saw traps. Not because it's, like, brutally gory or anything, just because I don't know. It's just, anytime I think of Saw traps, this one pops up into my mind. So, basically, it's a really long-winded one, but I'm just gonna give you the bare bones basics. So, 2 men wake up, each chained to pipes in a bathroom on the other side of the room from each other. And there's one guy in the center lying face down in a puddle of blood. In one hand he has a gun, like a loaded pistol, and in the other hand there's a tape. Classic. So when they listen to the tape, yada yada yada, basically by the end of it, one of the people is told just to survive, and the other is told to kill the opposite person if he ever wants to see his family again.
Oh shit. So
one guy's just trying to make it through, and the other guy is supposed to kill the opposite one. They each had their own tape recorders, and they had their own tapes. So they also don't know this. So neither of them knows what the other one's instructions are. So basically they have, one has a gun, one has the hacksaw, that's what it's called. So they each have hacksaws, and they're supposed to escape from the chains and then continue on, so either survive or kill the person. And so they originally start trying to saw at the chains themselves in order to get out, because if they don't get out in a certain amount of time, poison gas will be put into the room and they will both die.
Nice.
Whereas if they get out of their chains, they can get out of the room. They ended up not making it through.
Oh.
Yes. But what I would do, because it's chained around your ankle. They were both chained around their ankle, sorry. So just like, I would probably just honestly cut the heel of my foot off.
Oh, okay. You know what's so funny is I was reading about this one, and I was reading a Reddit post about a guy, and he's like, I just smashed my foot until it's broken enough that I could slide it out. And I was like, sir, what the fuck? No, you wouldn't. He's like, yeah, just continuously, like, smashed my foot until it was, like, broken enough that it was just a noodle. I was like, you absolutely would not, but okay.
but go off, I guess. So again, in a perfect world, in the real life world, I don't know that I'd be able to fucking hacksaw my heel off.
No.
But in a perfect world where I'm badass and super brave and apparently don't care about having heels, I would just cut my heel off, and then, you slide out, and that's that, and you've escaped.
Hey, fair enough.
Yeah, that's just go for the self-mutilation.
Yes. That's always the way.
Yeah.
So my next one is also a pretty notorious Saw trap. I think it's been in pretty much all the Saws. It is the reverse bear trap.
Oh my god, I think that's the Saw trap.
So
yeah,
this one is
absolutely.
in Saw 2, 3, 4, Saw 3D, and Jig-Saw. For those of you who also play Dead by Daylight, this is what the pig puts on you in that game. So I also play that game. So I've escaped this trap a few times already in real life.
So just you wait.
So it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's also referred to as the jaw trap, the reverse bear trap 2.0, and the jaw splitter.
Ugh.
So it's a mechanical contraption that is attached to the victim's head and secured with a padlock. A timer is attached to the back of it. Usually the victim has 60 seconds to find the key and unlock the trap and remove it.
Nice.
If the victim fails to do so, the trap would burst open and rip their jaws apart.
Sweet.
Yes.
Yay.
Woohoo. So yeah, the frontal part of the trap is hooked to the upper jaw, and the other part is hooked to the lower jaw, if that wasn't obvious already. So the reverse bear trap 2.0 is technically just an advanced version of the original trap.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first one, it's secured with a padlock and has a timer attached to it, where there are two different versions of the trap in the theatrical version and in the director's cut. So the first version is the timer was started once a metal pin was pulled out of the trap, and the director's cut, the timer was activated by a lever, which is also connected to another trap. So I'm going with the first version where it's just a metal pin.
Seems the simplest.
Yeah. So maybe they're just not going to pull that out at all. Or just keep it on, it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that the key is in another person's body. And I know that one of the big conflicts that one of the girls had with it was that the person was dead and she didn't want to dig through their body. Whatever. If it's my fucking life, I will absolutely do it. I don't care.
Also, I think, like, just going off of the shit that has happened in Saw, you could have it worse.
Yes. Also,
there are worse things.
4 out of 5 people who had this survived. So...
Yeah,
Jill,
and, like,
what happened, girl? Because you were the only one that died in this trap. What happened?
Fucking dig through that body.
Yeah. But for those of you who don't know, if you haven't seen Saw, Amanda Young, she's in, I would say, almost all the Saws. She's the crazy one who ends up, I'm not going to actually spoil it, but she's crazy. She's batshit crazy. So she survived. And if that dumb bitch can survive, I think I can. Either by pulling the key out of someone's dead body or lockjaw.
Oh my god.
Just activate my lockjaw. They won't be able to get it open. I can't.
I have the strongest jaw in the Saw universe, okay?
Yeah. I've got medical lockjaw, okay?
No, I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
It's bad. So I don't
when in
think
doubt, lockjaw it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, that's fair.
Thank you.
Yeah, I support that, and I think I would be a little bit scared to be in the Saw world with you. Literally, the timer fucking goes off, and suddenly you get like this really concentrated on your face, and all the other bear traps open. Nothing.
I had dental work for 9 years. This jaw has been through some shit, okay?
Yeah,
I have a genetically modified jaw.
Oh my god, Robo Jaw. Yeah. Jesus. Well, I love that for you.
Thank
you. You're surviving that. Glad to hear it.
My orthodontist would be miffed if I didn't, after all the shit we've been through.
Literally, he'd read the papers and be like, fuck, really? Really, Danica?
I gave you a jaw of steel.
Alright, so my third and final one is the freezer room.
This is like a big fear of mine because we used to have a walk-in freezer at my first job, and I was always so... Sorry, I should clarify. You couldn't shut the door behind you because the handle on the inside didn't work. Yeah, so that was like my biggest fear as like a child, of like getting locked in this freaking freezer.
Worker safe.
Yeah.
Worker safe PC. Listen to this, please. Oh my god. Well, I also had a freezer room at my first job, but it worked, so...
Oh, that's good.
Not a fear for me. In this trap, a lady named Danica is stripped. I know. Danica with the C, though, so. Yeah, no. You're safe,
don't see any nude pics of me anywhere.
Fucking, like, spread out on top of the freezer. Thank God. I don't need to see it. I don't want to see it. Although I'm sure you'd look great.
No, thank you.
It's more the seeing the fear in your eyes. Yeah, that's the problem for me. So, yes. Danica stripped and hung by her arms from the ceiling of an industrial freezer, and basically 6 nozzles are spraying water onto her, and the water's just freezing because she's in this goddamn freezer. And so she slowly is suffocating from the cold, because it's just freezing, and you can't breathe when there's ice all over your body, apparently. This one was rough to watch. And basically the only way you can be free is if your partner, who is Jeff, who coincidentally, she also killed Jeff's child in a hit-and-run accident. So, bad situation all around. The only way that she could be freed, was if Jeff could squeeze through the cooling pipes to find a key to the shit chaining her up, basically. And if you're like, oh, fucking whatever, cooling pipes, let's do it. It's not gonna be hot. No, it's like it will burn you. It's so cold. So, not a good situation at all. Also, she killed his son. Either way.
Does he know?
I think he found out I think he found out as it was happening. So you're like, so you're the one who killed my child in a hit and run. Also, you're getting frozen to death, which sucks. Yeah. Also, it's up to me to save you, which I already don't know if I want to do. Also, to save you, I'm going to have to ice burn my arm off. Ugh. She did not survive.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, the way that I would do this, first of all, I am great in the cold. I don't really I like the heat, but I do great in the cold. So, first of all, we're off to a great start there.
We're from Canada. These are American movies.
Yeah. I'm not some weak-ass American who gets down to fucking... I don't even know how your temperature works over there, but I'm going to use Canadian, who gets down to, like, 10 degrees, and I'm like, oh, my God, no. So that's my first thing. Second thing, I've never killed anyone in a hit and run. So,
fair enough.
Again, we're off to a great start.
And I would hope you wouldn't.
I was going to say, and also, I would never hit and then run. I might hit. I'm not going to say it could never happen.
I might nudge and run, but never a full hit.
But never a full hit. And never a full run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to say, I'm just not a garbage person. So, yeah, I would never do that. So, again, off to a great start. But if I were in said situation... Honestly, I probably just keep, like, flexing my rippling muscles anytime that ice froze on me. And then eventually, like, She-Hulk, pull my arms towards myself and break all my bonds and escape. That's
the way to do it, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know why she didn't do that.
No.
Just flex her gorgeous, rippling biceps.
For our males who listen, you probably don't know this because you're males. We keep all of our massive muscles, like, just hidden. So you'll do more stuff. And we'll be weak. And we won't have to carry in the groceries.
Exactly.
But deep under
open the jars.
Deep under all this skin and fat.
Oh, it's game over for you.
It's game over.
Anywho, your turn.
Okay. My last one is the shotgun carousel.
Ooh.
This one was also in Saw 6 and Saw 3D. So
God, I just can't get past Saw 3D. I can't get past it. God, that's rough.
So basically 6 people are chained to the grab poles of a rotating playground roundabout. Not like an actual carousel. You know those like spinning things? I'm pretty sure they're banned now. But like it's like that platform with all those bars and like one person runs and like fucking whips the whole thing around and like 6 people.
Oh my God.
It's like a hexagon.
I was playing on one of those when I was younger, and
Yeah.
my dad's friend was, like, pushing it to make it spin faster,
Yes.
but, like, he was, like, standing in one place and then grabbing the bar and pushing it, and he did it so far that I fucking dead-ass flew off,
I've
like,
also
5 feet.
Those. I'm pretty sure that's why they're,
those
like,
are
not
so
around
dangerous.
Anymore. They were so fun.
Yeah,
They
so
were
good. And
so
same with, like,
fun.
seesaws.
Yeah.
Honestly, what were they thinking with these children's toys? But I
know.
love them.
Yeah.
I did.
So basically, once the game begins, the carousel is occasionally stopped, causing one of the victims, who's sitting directly in front of a barrel of a mounted shotgun.
Nope, don't love that.
So, outside of the carousel, standing on a pedestal, is the 7th player, and there is a cage-like box that has 2 buttons in it. So every time the carousel comes to a standstill, the 7th person on the outside, it's always the same person on the outside, all the other people are chained. So they have to press both buttons simultaneously in order to save the victim in front of them.
Okay.
So basically the shotgun goes up and fires above the victim's head, and they get hit in the hand with a metal, like, what is the word?
We don't know.
Spike. Metal spike.
They get spiked.
Yeah, so they get spiked in the hand with metal. But I mean, better than getting shot in the face.
Does the victim get spiked in the hand? Or sorry,
Yeah.
the person in front of the gun?
Yeah. So instead of getting shot, they get stabbed in the hand.
Not the 7th person.
No.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
So
Fucking whatever.
Yeah. So then the shotgun goes above without harming them. But you can only save 2 people.
Oh.
So you can only do that twice. So inevitably the other 4 people are gonna die.
Yep.
I think I would survive this because I'm a damn good arguer.
Be like, listen here. Okay.
I also feel like I'm a decently likable person.
Yeah, honestly, I think
can
that
cry on command.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, and I just think that I'm really good at arguing, so I think I could talk my way out of it.
I think you're also listing your serial killer traits.
Yeah, maybe.
Really likable, can cry on command, great at persuading people. Yeah, see, sometimes when I argue about things, like facts, sometimes I just go with what I feel. I'm like, I feel like that might be right. No, it's not. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I agree. I think you would... Bringing it back. I think you would probably survive that one.
I think I
because
could
yeah, everyone loves
talk
Dani.
my way out of it.
Yeah, and yeah, just everyone loves Dani because Dani's wonderful.
I mean, all those things I
everyone
just said
loves
about
her.
myself makes me sound rotten.
No, she's lovely. She's so lovely. She just likes to be right, and you know what? Who doesn't like to be right?
Exactly.
Let's be real.
It's the Leo in me, my friends.
Yeah, but like no, even like when she started Sephora, immediately everyone's favorite. And like at her work, even people, it's true. Well, maybe not everyone.
There were some people that didn't like me for the sole purpose that I was good at my job and other people liked me. Literally, she's Word
had that
for word
conversation
from the person's
straight
mouth.
from the mouth.
They told me that
I didn't like you because everyone else liked you. Like, wow, you're so edgy. Yeah,
I'm not a trend. I'm not a hipster trend. Please don't treat me like I am.
Also,
what do you mean?
Just so everyone knows, I liked Dani before it was cool. So suck my ass. Yeah. So that's saw traps that we would fucking survive.
Yeah.
Please
don't take this seriously. I don't actually.
I don't know if you've seen me, but I don't have rippling muscles that could squeeze ice off my body.
Yes. The only one you can take seriously is the shotgun carousel. That's the only one I would survive. The bear trap one, my jaw's not that strong. My jaw's been through some shit, so it's probably weak.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it usually works the opposite way. I just want to talk about maybe some honorable mentions here, just for what the actual fuck were they thinking. For example, the flammable jelly.
Oh, I read that one, yes. I also, that person that we did the shout out to them at the beginning for their idea. So I was watching their video on it.
Yes, tell me, I want to know.
I love jams, I love jellies, I love preserves, so this just sounds like a damn good snack.
Oh my god.
So fucking... He's like, this just sounds like a puzzle with a snack and a reward.
also, sorry, just to clarify, they.
Yes. Oh, sorry, fuck, yes.
No, that's okay. I said sir. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say no, I'm not gonna eat the flammable jelly, but I respect that they believe that they would.
Yes, they preserves, so.
Yeah. So the flammable jelly trap, just so everyone knows, basically, this guy is in a room, and it's pitch black, and his only way to see is with matches. And there's, like, glass all over the floor, and he has to use the match to see these numbers on the wall to get into a safe that's in the room, because there's an antidote for a poison that he has in his body, and he has to take the antidote, otherwise he's gonna die. But he's covered in flammable jelly, so he's gotta be careful not to light himself on fire, which he does. So,
yeah,
not a good one. Not good at all. Mm-mm. I feel like I'd be really bad because I always burn myself on matches, so I'm not surviving that one. It's not happening.
I think the one that, like, maybe, like, the most is...
Oh my god.
I couldn't even...
I already know.
So I clicked on this one. I'm on the wiki fandom, and I clicked on it, and like, I should have known, because there's a picture at the top of every page, so I should have known that I already wasn't going to enjoy this. It was called the Needle Pit, and I was like, what's that? And I clicked on it. I know full well what the fuck a needle pit is. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I don't know why I felt the need to click on it. I'm horrified. I don't like it at all.
It's not.
It's like a giant hole, and it's just filled with dirty needles and syringes, and that grosses me out beyond belief. And basically you have to, there's like a door, and you have to go through it, whatever. So located at the back part of the room is a heavy metal door. Behind it was a syringe with an antidote to a deadly nerve agent that the prisoners in the house were breathing in. So attached to this door was a timer with a small metal pin, a long cord connected to the pin with the first door, and when somebody opened it, he or she was, like, they basically pulled out the metal pin on the timer when they opened the door, so resulting in the activation of the fucking needle pit. So you basically had to find the key to the metal door, or it would be permanently locked. Yeah.
And he literally is in this, like, pit full of dirty, used needles, and he has to fucking fish around in it.
Disgusting. It's
horrible.
Disgusting. It's
horrible,
awful.
horrible.
I don't like it. I can't even, like...
I can't. Yeah, it literally makes you want to die.
I have a lot of tattoos, but needles, like, not tattoo needles, like, needles that put things into my body or take things out of my body. That, like, it's not the, like, getting a shot and, like, having a needle put in my arm that, like, grosses me out. It's the stuff that's inside of the needle that wasn't already in my body. Like, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, don't get me wrong. I do get my vaccines, but that is what, like, makes my skin crawl about, like, needles. And, like, taking blood, that's fine. Don't take it. Put it back, please. I don't like it.
Put it back. Remember that time that it took you, like, goddamn, how long to get your tooth pulled? There's a pretty... Maybe one day we'll post the picture. What? I thought you did.
Oh, wait, no, that was a different time. Sorry, I was thinking of the time that
There's many times.
There's many times. So there was one time where I refused to open my mouth at the dentist, and it got to the point where they had to send me to the hospital to get me put out, because they're like, there's no fucking way that she's gonna open her mouth. And then I was, like, pretending. I was, like, young. I was, like, 5 or 6. And I was like, the only way I'm getting out of this is vomit. Like, I was like, the only way. They can't be in my mouth if I'm vomiting. So I, like, got up, and I was like, I'm gonna vomit. And they're like, no, you're not. And I was like, give me a garbage. I'm gonna vomit. And I, like, was, like, sitting over the garbage, like, just... like, trying,
like, cold
like,
sweat.
I wasn't sticking my fingers down my throat, but I was like, like, trying to make myself throw up. I was like, come on, you can do this. I was so anxious that I was like, I'm at that point of anxiety where I'm gonna throw up, and you can't stop me, and you can't be in my mouth if I'm full of vomit.
If I'm vomiting.
So,
you know what, that is another saw trap escape within itself.
Just a dentist.
She can cry on command, but cannot vomit on command.
No. Yeah, getting my one wisdom tooth removed took 4 hours because I was awake for it.
Yeah, and it's a pretty funny picture at the end where her face is all, like, swollen and red from crying, and she's like, she literally looks like she's, like, half out of it.
I didn't have any form of any drugs. I was wide awake in my sober self for the whole
Why
thing.
Why wouldn't they just...
I know. I also thought that. I was like, after a certain point, just fucking knock me out. Because, like,
literally.
I was 19. I wasn't a child. I should clarify. I was with my mom, and my mom had to make the appointment for me, and she told them, you have to make it the last appointment of the day because it will not run on time.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, you have to, and they were like, oh, okay. And I think my appointment was at, like, 5 o'clock, and we didn't leave there until, like, almost 9 o'clock. And then he gave me my tooth and a necklace.
And she looks so proud holding it. It's so funny. Oh my god. Maybe, if you want, maybe we'll put that up because it's so good. It's so good. Maybe I'll just do like one more honorable mention because I just want to talk about the Venus flytrap.
Oh, that one's the worst. That one is impossible. I was gonna do that one. I was like, this one is impossible.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
one of the ones you can't.
Yeah,
that's the thing too with Saw. I think apparently, I mean, I haven't watched all of them because again, it's no, thank you. But I think as the movies go on, more and more of the traps are impossible to escape. Mm-hmm. So this Venus flytrap one basically it's kind of like, it kind of looks similar to the bear trap, but it covers your entire face with this like metal apparatus, and you have a certain amount of time that you have to get the key to it and unlock the key, otherwise it'll close on your face and like kill you, obviously.
Venus flytrap, your head.
Yes. But here's the kicker. Guess where the goddamn key is? Behind your eyeball? What?
Eyeballs. No, thank you.
I'm sorry, how did they remove your eyeball, put the key in, and then put your eyeball back in, and you can still see out of it? How did they do that? Also, I notice when there's a fucking hair in my eye, let alone an entire key, I have many questions. But yeah, so that's another honorable mention just of like what? Again, spoiler alert, did not make it because you're gonna pluck your own eye out, Kill Bill style? Yeah. I don't think so.
If Uma Thurman was there.
Yeah, then you'd be good. Anyone else besides Uma Thurman, it's game over.
Did anybody? Yeah. Nobody escaped that one, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, they did not.
Okay, yeah.
Because
what the fuck?
Bare hand dig your eyeball out of your skull. I literally would rather let the thing close on my head.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, guys.
Yeah, this was fun.
As I say, I think that was about it. Yeah, so even though I feel a little bit queasy, I am happy we did that one. I think that was a good one.
Yes.
Let us know what you guys think. Let us know if you think we're full of shit. Let us know if you think you could get out of some of these.
Yeah. Are you guys ready for the new Saw movie?
There's another one.
There's going to be a new one coming out in 2021, in May of supposedly. It's called Spiral.
Remind me to not watch that. Well, I think that we're gonna close this one out, and we'll talk to you guys again on Monday.
Yes.
As we'll have a new episode out, my episode. So get ready for that.
Wahoo!
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's a heavier one. And it's local. I'm not gonna tell you anything else, but it's local, Vancouver. So yeah, I've really backed myself into it now, so I can't change it even if I want to. But yeah, it's a Vancouver one. So interesting, close to home, very sad. Not a fun time at all. So just be excited for that, everybody. But we'll make it fun. We'll chat a little bit beforehand. We'll talk about our happies, and it'll be all good. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in to this guy. Yeah. So feel free to follow us on Instagram. How do they add us? What's our at?
Silence of the Hags across the board. Instagram, Silence of the Hags at gmail.com. Silence of the Hags on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, Pocket Cast.
Oh my god, you remember Pocket Cast.
Yeah, Pocket Cast.
Yeah. So yeah, please follow us there. We really, really appreciate if you give us reviews on Apple. That's how we get that's how they promote us on Apple.
Yeah.
That's how we get on lists and stuff is reviews. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Send us a DM. Tell us what we're missing. Tell us what you want to see. Tell us who you want to hear about. We're open to collabing with you guys,
yes.
okay? And on that note, I think it might be time to say bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.